Who's ready for a quickie? Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David, and this is going to be back-to-back quickies. First off, Trump, his Borgers, who's the auditing company for the Trump Media Group, this small little podunk auditing group, auditing a billion-dollar company, the just indicted for committing fraud by the massive fraud, as mentioned by the SEC. Actually, I think they came to an agreement. The owner is going to pay $14 million in fines, but admit no wrongdoing for over like 1,500 falsified SEC filings. Basically saying that they were meeting auditing standards, but didn't actually meet the auditing standards, and then filed documents that weren't real. Reporters had picked up on this. Why is Trump Media Group using this small podunk auditing group from like Lakewood, Colorado? Now we know, because he can't even get an auditing firm that doesn't commit fraud. So how is this going to come back and impact Trump now that his auditing company has been found to be fraudulent? Because that's going to put all eyes on Trump. Big money problems here. Temperance. Obviously the investigation was going on into this auditing group for a while, because you don't come to a settlement that quickly. But you can imagine the minute they picked up the Trump Media Group, things sped up. They just got busted. How is it going to impact Trump? It's going to impact him big time, because if your auditors are committing fraud, what does that say about the company? Star. This is just, all these stars are lining up. When you're, again, major arcana here, when you are aligned with Trump, all eyes are on you. And it could very well be that this auditing company now may need to testify against the Trump Media Group. Look at this, the world card in the past. This is bringing everything full circle with Trump. Everything he does is a fraud. He made a lot of money, or he's supposed to make a lot of money off of the sale of this SPAC, and there's just corruption all around this process. The Department of Justice is going to be looking at him, and there's going to be bringing action against him. They're going to be following the money and following the corruption as it goes around. Lesson to be learned is the Page of Cups. There's just this realization that Donald Trump cannot do anything normally. Everything he does has to be underhanded and shifty. And, anybody who's associated with Trump is going to be looked at in the same way. This auditing company probably could have flew under the radar for a lot longer until they got involved with Trump. They get involved with Trump, they become part of an investigation, they follow the money, and then they get busted. Oh, by the way, lifetime ban for ever working in the SEC again. Outcome is the Two of Swords. And now, again, now that they've located on this company, now it's decision time with the Department of Justice. How is this going to impact Trump? They're going to look at his money. It's going to be a nightmare situation for him, and they're looking behind the scenes. So there's going to be more auditing and more scrutiny given to Trump and his company, because now his auditing firm has found to be massive fraud. And you can imagine that there's going to be visits from the Department of Justice looking into this, because we're talking billion-dollar company, at least as far as the SPAC goes. For a company that, it might explain a little bit why a company that has negative $50 million in earnings, $4 million in revenue and almost $60 million in expenditures, why they could be worth billions of dollars. It makes no sense, other than Donald Trump's name's attached to it. Why does this auditing company, why have they just been busted by the SEC for committing what was quote-unquote massive fraud? Trump's in trouble. He's the poop is about to hit the fan. And with that, I'm going to segue into the second part of this reading. My wife showed me these pictures from Steve Wright. There's a James Wright, somebody she follows, and I had to look him up These cards are flying all over the place here. Real men wear diapers. Diapers over Dems. Trump supporters at his rallies have flags that say real men wear diapers Trump 2024. Diapers over Dems. His supporters. Now there's not to shame anybody who wears adult diapers. And Trump's 77 years old. That is something that can happen. Now his vanity might take a giant hit over it, but his followers are just basically saying, we don't care that he wears diapers. He's still our guy. But I just want to read on how much they can twist themselves in a pretzel to support this guy. So this is not a reading to shame Donald Trump for wearing diapers, but it's more a reading on the energy of his base. Now that they're going to embrace that real men wear diapers. So does that mean Biden's not a real man because he doesn't wear diapers? Entertainment purposes only. What's the energy around Trump supporters and their ability to just change on a moment's notice? We have the justice card here. Okay, he's got a lot of court cases, and maybe this is their way of showing court cases. Is this what do we got going on here? Oh no. Okay, what I'm getting here, I may not be getting anything about the shirts they're wearing. We'll see how they tie in. Trump is finally facing justice, and the justice he is facing is for his acts that betray the country and betray other people. With Stephanie Clifford, Stormy Daniels, Karen McDougal. You've got the Georgia RICO case. You've got the January 6th case. You've got the Mar-a-Lago case. All these cases are progressing. All these criminal cases are progressing here. Now maybe this will tie into his supporters. In the past, we got the 10 of Cups. His supporters just think this guy is the greatest thing since sliced bread. They are on the Trump train. They're riding that Trump wave, and they're going to ride it all the way to the shore. They just think, in the past anyways, they think he was the greatest guy. But now we're going to start getting all these court cases coming out, and there's no stopping these court cases. Current situation is the Emperor. I've mentioned before when I get this card, the Emperor has no clothes, but apparently he has diapers. So, they're going to start seeing Trump fully exposed. Don't believe your lying eyes, don't believe your lying ears, but maybe you should believe that nose of yours. Overarching energy is the Fool card. Trump's on a new journey. He's on a new path, and it's the path of justice. This could also be a wake-up call for his followers, or they could just foolishly follow this guy right off the cliff. And I would expect a good percentage of them are going to foolishly follow him off the cliff. Truth, look at all these major arcana. Good Lord. The lesson to be learned is the Hermit. The truth is being exposed on Trump. And the more the truth is being exposed, I guess the more they're willing to accept it. So when they wear these t-shirts, these sweatshirts that say Trump, diapers over Democrats, well, they're at least acknowledging the truth. They're finding out, though. They're finding out, and if they can adjust to that, they can adjust to other things. The outcome is the Six of Swords. Trump's in trouble with his legal cases, and I think what you're going to also start to see is more and more people are going to leave the Trump train. It's just not going to be as exciting as it once was as information comes out. So what you're seeing here is kind of the diaper, real men wear diapers. They're starting to acknowledge actual fact. It doesn't dampen their enthusiasm for the former president, but at least they're acknowledging facts. And if they can acknowledge facts on this, even if they're embarrassing or humiliating to Trump, maybe they can acknowledge facts as these court cases come out and more information comes out. They have to force it into their narrative. And maybe as more and more of that information is forced into their narrative, more and more people start saying, I was okay with him being Baron von Schützenpants, but and sleeping with porn stars while his wife is home with a baby. Sure, why not? But you know, but eventually they're going to hit their limit with what they're going to put up with this guy, and some won't. Some will support him all the way to the end, and God bless you if you've got a cult that'll follow you all the way to the end and worship the ground that you trod upon, including the smell that lingers from your behind as you're trotting. That's their choice, though. Their free will choice. They can stick around, they can leave. Anyways, thank you for this quickie. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.